Cora Jakes Coleman, did she coerce her adopted son's biological mother into signing over her rights? All right. So we did see a little while back that her and her husband, Richard Brandon Coleman, were divorcing. They just asked for prayers and asked for privacy. No reason was given on that, and they have their, they had their right to that. But very recently, it has come to light that he is actually in jail on sexual misconduct charges against a minor, allegedly. Okay, this is all allegedly. All right. And then the mother, the biological mother of the of Cora Jakes Coleman, adopted son. I'll just call her by her nickname, at the Michelle Loud, because that is how I came across her. I saw a post on Larry Reed Live's Instagram page where she was speaking her truth about the situation and what allegedly happened. Okay, so at the Michelle Loud, was quite visibly upset. And I mean, my heart broke for her because I could feel her pain. She was distraught in the video telling her story. She was saying that she was homeless and she was leaving a long-term relationship, and she was pregnant with her fourth child, which is the child that Cora Jakes Coleman and her husband, Richard Brandon Coleman, did adopt their adopted son. Okay. And she said that Cora and her husband, came back, into her life at that time. So she didn't give a story about how they knew each other previously. She did said that they came back into her life. Okay. She said Cora acted as if she really wanted to help her. Okay. And she said the whole first year, they did everything to coerce her into giving them her son. She said that she was suffering from postpartum depression after his birth, and she felt a sense of detachment from him due to that postpartum depression. Okay. She says during this time, she says they cornered her in their home office, allegedly, and told her if she did not willingly give them her son, then they would take him from her. Okay. And she said that there was that Cora, under the guise of counseling her, through this time, that she used a MacBook to record her, stated it was a counseling session, recorded her, speaking on her depression and everything that was going on in her life at that time, her being homeless and things of that nature. But then Cora turns around and uses that recording in court, allegedly. Okay. And at the Michelle Loud also shared that Prophet Galena was called in, along with Cora, and she at the Michelle Loud called it an exorcism, for lack of better words, I guess. But she said they poured oil on her, spoke over her in tongues, prayed on her, and then the prophet allegedly asked as if she got a word from the Lord that told her that she didn't have Jace, she didn't have the young adopted, who is now Cora and Richard's adopted son, Richard Brandon Coleman's adopted son. They told at the Michelle Loud that she did not have him for herself. She had him for Cora and Richard. All right. And so This whole thing is a mess. And of course, she's upset because now she's wondering, since Richard Brandon Coleman is in jail, she is terrified. She was wondering, did he harm her child as well? So she was very upset and concerned about that. Okay. And so, I just really wanted to speak on this because these personality types run rampant in our family systems, you know, and also in the church. The manipulative type, the exploitative type, um, the class, um, the cluster B personality types. Okay, all right, and these church leaders, the church members, worship them. They turn a blind eye. They enable everything that's going on. Everything is swept up under the rug. Okay, and they'll go against against the victim to protect the abuser. Now in court, at the Michelle Loud, the biological mother of the young adopted son of Cora Jakes Coleman and Richard Brandon Coleman, she said that she just could not win. They allegedly paid her lawyers off. The judge was paid off. The courts didn't even take into consideration the financial record she had that she wanted to present, and also the health documents that she wanted to present. She said that allegedly the courts would not even see them. She was saying that Cora Jakes Coleman and her husband were just able to just go in there and pay off everybody and wield their power, and were able to get her rights taken, and were able to then go ahead and adopt her son as their own. But it's just a sad thing, because these manipulative types, they are so calculating. It is very hard to take them down or to fight back against them. It's extremely hard. But what is done in the dark does come to the light, as we see here. Allegedly, these things did happen, and now they are all coming to the light. And Cora Jakes Coleman's marriage has fallen apart. So we need to stop turning a blind eye to these types of behaviors, these types of personality types. Stop letting them get away with this. Stop enabling them. Speak up. Okay, you don't have to fall in line or bow down to these types of personalities. All right. Okay, and they are rampant in the church. The leadership with the abuse of power, the manipulation, using the scripture as a means to manipulate and control. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some upstanding, godly church leaders and church members that love the Lord, okay, and really walk with the Lord, and make it their purpose to mentor others, in their walk with the Lord, and also developing a closer relationship with Him. Okay, there are some. There definitely are some church members and leaders out there who are upstanding. Okay, so this is not everyone in the church and every leader in the church. I'm just speaking on these types of personalities as far as in the church and in, in our families. They cause division, destruction. uh, you know they'll single different people out, and tear them down, like this mother. They came into her, it's like they were preying upon her, allegedly, if what she's saying is true. They came back into her life in a time when she was very vulnerable and at a low point, where it was even more, she was an easier target, um, even more easy, or let's see, less difficult to manipulate. All right, so, but I really do hope everything works out for this mother. It was heartbreaking to hear this, and I hope everything works out for her.